Christmas is 3 months from today, right? September to October, October, November, November, December. Yes, 3 months. Now, what if you're making, I don't know, brownie bars, maybe making lasagna for one of those big meals of the holidays? How do you portion it out, and how do you get them cut exactly? Well, you use the Perfect Slice. This is from a company called BergHOFF, and you're about to meet the inventor of this great item. We started with this item with 5 colors earlier this year, and now we have only 3, and the only place to find it in colors is right here on QVC. Joining me is Becky Parr. Becky is the inventor and creator of this great item. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. Tell everybody how we can get the perfect slice.
You know, let me tell you who needs portion control. And that is anyone who feeds a group. And that's a family, that's a sports team, that's a Sunday school class.
Yep.
Anybody that's on a diet or anyone who feeds a diabetic, portion control is mandatory for your success.
And this is going to help you measure it out exactly. Tell us how it works.
Okay, there are inch marks all around my pans, and these are indented into the pans. They're not painted on, they will not come off. And I realized really quickly that I couldn't cut a straight line. You know, if you can't draw one, you certainly cannot cut one.
Fair enough, right?
So I had to invent a slicer as well, and that's what this is, and it will cut your baked goods, and it will not cut your pan.
Now, what's really extraordinary about this is now I have perfect slices. If you wanted to go even smaller, you yet could. Or what Becky likes to do is cut these on the diagonal, and now you've got perfect triangles.
That's right.
And never again will you run out of food in the buffet line.
That's right.
Because everything is cut perfectly. You'll never struggle again with birthday cake. You'll never struggle again with brownies. This is a non-stick pan. In a moment, I'm going to knock my fist on the bottom of this pan, and you're going to hear how thick and durable this is. But you made this really smart, Becky, in that we call this the bacon take. So come right back over here if we can for a moment. As Becky's cutting up that corned beef, I'll ask you to slow down for just 1 second. We'll come back and see that. But this is what's cool about this. This comes with the lid, with the built-in handle, and where does your slicer go? It snaps right into the lid. Now, we have only 3 colors available tonight, and this is one of them. This is your gold. Now, Becky sells these all over the country, but they only sell color here.
That's right.
And we started our season with 5 colors, and we now have 3. And these are the 3 we have remaining. Now, this is your silver. Fewer than 700 in the silver, okay? The one in the middle is the red. Red is always popular. That's our foodie color. And then on the end is the gold. But I want you to hear this. Does that sound durable to you? Well, it should, because it is. And if you've had pans in the past that have thundered in the oven, that have warped, or when the heat got to them, you heard that weird thundering sound in your oven, that doesn't happen with this pan. Now, obviously, you're not going to put it in the oven with this plastic cover. That's for after it comes out of the oven and it cools, right? This is how you bake and you take. But these are $28.82 and on 4-pay tonight. Show us again how this works.
Okay, you just line up those marks and press down. And you can get 2x2s, 3x3s, triangles, squares, rectangles, bars. Let me show you what I did with this fancy cake. And let me just say, if you're always baking from scratch, it's kind of like doing natural childbirth. Because, you know, it's just more labor for the same outcome. So this is just a regular cake mix, but I'm
acting like I know what that means. Okay.
I made snickerdoodle cookies in this pan, and then I cut 1x3s, and I surrounded this cake with that. I could have sold that cake a dozen times on the airplane alone. It was better than having a puppy with me.
Come over
It
here.
was.
You are fun. I love you. All right. This is what I think is great, too. You want to bake your famous lasagna recipe in here, and then you let this cool, and you're thinking, well, how in the world am I going to get the perfect portions and make sure that everybody eats and gets a nice size portion? You use the perfect slice on that lasagna. And remember, your marks are on the outside of the pan here. They're not going to wash off. They're indented into the pan, or they're actually raised.
That's right.
So you're going to see them. You're going to feel them. You can count them off. However you want to do it. 300 of these are now gone. We're on 4 easy payments tonight, and these are, and there's no reorder on this for this year. So if we sell out of this tonight, we won't see this pan back until sometime in 2020.
That's right. And you know what? I hear all the time from people telling me they can't bake because they burn everything. Well, they burn everything because they have a bad pan. They're not a bad baker. They've got a cheap pan that's going to warp and burn. And once that pan warps, your coating's going to come right off.
You're not a bad person. You have bad bakeware.
That's right.
That's what it is. Hey, let me update on colors real quickly because that silver is getting limited. Now, 400 of these are gone. There is no reorder this year. We will not bring this piece back in this year. So if you're looking for it in silver, very popular. I have 500 left in the silver. Here's the red. Most popular is the red. And then finally, I have it for you in the gold. Let me spin that gold around so you can see the back of it. Isn't that pretty? So you've got this beautiful color choice, but only on QVC will you find colors. Anywhere else that Perfect Slice is sold, it is not sold in colors.
That's right.
Now, let me also ask this question, Miss Becky.
Yes.
Can this go into the dishwasher?
Yes, it is. Well, the lid you hand wash, but everything else is dishwasher safe because we just don't have time for that.
Nobody has time.
Nobody has time for that. But also, you need to realize that there is nothing stronger than this pan. It's 8 millimeters thick.
Wow.
It's heavy duty, so you can almost, this is almost indestructible. In fact, I tried to get you to stand on it earlier today. Let me tell you about this lid, though. If you've ever picked up a pan that had a lid and your cake fell out, you will never do that again. But listen to this. Listen how this clamps on.
Yeah, it locks down.
You can have a 5-pound lasagna in this, and you can take it with ease. It's no problem. You can even make something as beautiful as this. You can make 108 1x1s using this pan. You cannot do that any other way. You'll ruin your pan, you'll ruin your product trying to do that with a knife.
This is extraordinary. Stay on the line here. I will tell you now we've taken orders for 900 of these are gone. If you want that silver, 200 left. We have the red, we have the gold, but these are all going quickly and no reorder this year. Becky, it is always a pleasure having you back on our show.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
And remember, Christmas is coming up. Buy more than one.
Exactly, and that way you've got one for yourself, one for a gift.